IU visited the rice-growing communities in Nepal to see how a new approach to research, putting the farmer at the centre of the agenda, has improved their livelihoods. For generations, rice farmers have known what they wanted from their crops: high-yielding pest and drought-resistant varieties, easy to manage and harvest, different strains that would meet the varying needs of the population and thrive in the particular environments in which they lived, and of a quality that would command higher prices in the marketplace. To help farmers achieve these goals, a new research initiative called Client-Oriented Breeding was set up. This participatory approach enabled consumers and rice growers to drive the research process.
Well, what was missing in the conventional system was the involvement of farmers and other clients in the research process. The client-orientated breeding has actually bridged this gap. In this process, knowledgeable farmers from the community work together with researchers in developing new rice varieties. They work with the researchers in the selection of the lines, which are then developed into new varieties. In that process, they provide their input into how exactly the new rice varieties should be.
Client-oriented breeding.
The client-oriented breeding project generated several suitable varieties of rice for the farming community. And now, hundreds of thousands of farmers from over 30 districts of Nepal are cultivating and adopting these varieties, and they are getting high benefit in terms of yield, quality and market price.
Varieties are compared
to the existing varieties under farmers' crop management. So in this process, researchers do not influence, and it is up to the farmers to make the evaluation in terms of yield, maturity, plant height, grain quality, and they even do post-harvest evaluation, for example, cooking and taste testing.
As a consequence of client-oriented breeding, many farmers have switched from their traditional rice crop and introduced new varieties.
6 years ago, I was growing the old varieties which gave low output and poor market price, and we didn't have a good income. But for the last 3 years, I have been replacing local varieties and increasing the area with new varieties, and that is increasing my income as well.
And it's not only the rice growers who have benefited. Farmers' groups have been set up in order to share their knowledge and experience. Grain and seed producers are responding to growers' needs and reaping the rewards of this collaboration.
Before joining the group, I was just producing grain for home use and the general market. Now I have started producing seed, which is much more profitable than just producing grain. We started producing just 200 kilograms of seed involving 15 members. Now we are producing 500 tons through 45 members. And we are really proud of what we have achieved as a group. More recently, we are selling our own seed and our own packaging. And we have a registered number from the government.
As for the future, we need to continue this project to develop the varieties to combat the food insecurity and stop the spread of disease and insects and other associated problems of the rice farming communities of Nepal.
The client-oriented breeding approach has had a major impact in Nepal and is rapidly spreading throughout the country. It is a sustainable approach that will help secure the food chain for the population and enhance the lives and livelihoods of the rice-dependent communities of Nepal.
Well, there are clear advantages of the new varieties. With my increased income, I am using this for the education of my children, also for better health care. We have improved our housing facility, and overall, our living standard has greatly improved.
Look at this variety. It's a traditional variety. It's completely damaged. I'll not get a very good yield from this variety. Look at that field. My neighbor is growing a new variety. Look at the panicles, very long panicles. If I can get it, I'll definitely buy that variety next year.